Hello and welcome to the review of the Mezco 112 Snake Eyes. So let's start with the accessories. So we have 16 hands. And then we have extra, these are both right hands. So we have the grenade throwing hand. And the shuriken throwing hand. And then we have the weapons, the submachine gun, the magazines, the pistol, and the butterfly knives. And then we have the knife, the swords, the gun blast effect, and the silencer. Okay. And the throwing knives, the shurikens, the grenades, and I don't know what this is called, but it's like nunchucks. And he also comes with the stand. All right, before going to Snake Eyes, we're gonna go through Timber first. So Timber here has a really great sculpt. He comes with two heads here. To be honest with you, seeing some reviews in the past of Timber, I really didn't like him. The sculpt, I mean, especially on the heads, but having him on hand, they're really nice. They're really nice details. They're nice sculpts, and the painting is great as well. But my mouth here is kind of off center, so yeah, that's a bummer. But anything else on Timber is really great, except for the articulation. For me, I'm not a big fan of the articulation of Timber, but the sculpt, the paint, and the details, I am a big fan of it. So for the articulation, this just spins or just rotates, and then this part is on a ball joint, this part as well on a ball joint, as well as this one here, which you can remove. Then it has double ball pegs here. For the front legs, there's a ball joint, so we can rotate it. And then here, we can hinge and swivel. Also here, we can hinge and then we can rotate this part, but also this part. And for the hind legs, ball joint as well. And then we can hinge. I don't know if we can, yeah, I think it's just hinge. And here we can hinge as well. Yeah, we can also rotate this part, and just a simple ankle pivot here. I think we can rotate it, but yeah, that's it for Timber. Okay, now for Snake Eyes. First of all, I would just like to warn you about the straps and the bandolier here. First of all, just be careful when you're moving Snake Eyes with the strap here on the legs, just this part, because it's a thin, soft plastic, so it may snap or break on you, but this holster can, or this strap, or what you call this, can be closed and opened, and you can put the pistol here. And then this one is really loose, so it can be removed as well. There's like a peg and a hole on this part, but you can remove it if you want. Also the belt, there's a peg and a hole on this part as well, I guess. And you can put the knife and the sword here in the back. There's a peg here, or a hole rather, where you can just insert the sheath. And this one, for the sword, there's just this, what do you call this one? Where you can just place the sheath and sword. But before we go to the articulation, there's also another thing that you should look out for, or watch out rather, at the back part here. As you can see, the I just stitched it up, but earlier when I tried to move Snake Eyes, you know, he has great articulation, but the stitch here at the back opened up, so I just stitched it back in where it can handle this kind of movement, because the original stitch didn't. But the drawback on that is it will be loose. I mean, he's just standing there, but I'm just okay with it because the sheath can still cover that for the most part, and it's at the back, so I'm not worried about it. But again, just be careful when you're moving your figure, especially when it's a soft good, soft goods. So let's go for the articulation. The head can move up that much, and then down. Oh, really great movement there. Down, and then shoulders can do a Y pose. Over 90. Bicep swivel. There's also, I think, there's a bit of a butterfly joint there, just a little bit. Double jointed elbows. Swivel and hinge on the wrist. There's a ball kind of something there, just like other Mezco hands, or wrists rather. And then, as you can see earlier, just be careful as well. Oops, yeah, the neck can easily be removed, but again, just be careful here on the bandolier, because it's gonna leave a mark, just like mine did. Just be careful. And on the ab crunch here, that's the full ab crunch forward. Let me just remove this guy here. The back can go forward about that much. No, I think even more. Yeah, you can go back that much. And then legs can move forward about that much, combined with the ab crunch here. So you can do that if you want to pose them. But again, just be careful with the bandolier here, marking up the vinyl, and also here on the back. The stitch will open up or loosen up. Okay, and then again, this is loose, so be wary of that as well. Also, we have a hip rotation and double joints on the knees, and boot swivel I don't think it's a 360 boot swivel, but it's there. The ankles don't move that much up and down, but they have a great pivot. So that's it for the articulation of Snake Eyes. Now for the details, I really like it as well, but I've seen some photos of some people customizing it. For me, I think I'll customize or replace the suit here. I like the pants, but the suit, not a big fan of, especially for this part. But Mezco does like doing the vinyl thing for their figures, but I'm not a big fan of. There's the Arashikage symbol there. The bandolier with 3 grenades, which are not removable. You can also remove the bandolier if you want. There's a hole here under this one, and there's a peg on this part. So if you want to remove it, you can. It's not glued there. And again, just be wary of this piece if you want to move them forward, as it's a thin, really thin and soft plastic, so it may break or snap, as well as this parts. And this one as well. Just be careful, because if you wanna move it on a tight spot, you know, you may break it or snap it as well. So again, just be careful of the bandolier, the straps here, and the stitchings on the lower back. Just on the lower back, if you're gonna utilize the ab crunch, and also here, because again, maybe it will leave a mark, just like mine did there. So that's it, and thank you for watching the review.